and and we're live on Blackjack Sports. I'm Jack Durkee alongside with Blake Mumberger as we are as I was scheduled to do the Friday show because Thursday I was out of town for a doctor's appointment, and that's why I wasn't unable to do our usual Thursday podcast. But we are able to do a podcast this week on a which is on a Friday. So with that, let's talk about what's on tap for this week. The Super Bowl, where I was last which yesterday, which is where I was, which it took place over in Atlanta, and that's where I was yesterday, and that's why I was unable to do a podcast then. But I'm back now, and I'm live here with you, and yeah, and so and that as we are all together, that we will not make our prediction yet. That we will do it. That we would do it. That we do yeah. That we do it together a week from Thursday. So Blake, now let's get now let's get to where we are right now with how the teams got to the Super Bowl. You have two road teams that have gone into hostile environments with the crowd noise. Fans are pumped up, and their stadiums are so loud. The teams just got to get their hearing going and work very hard at it for the quarterback to like make 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 the right play and know what they're doing. So let's start off with the first game, Blake. Tell me what on the first game that I want to talk about first, Blake, is that I want to get your reaction to what I saw in that play in the Rams game that play in like the in like 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining in that fourth quarter where that play should have been flagged, but they did, but it didn't. So which cost the game for the Saints, and that is something that the league has got to get fixed because whenever you're in a situation like this and you don't get flagged, it can be very dangerous for the league, and I think the NFL must get this solved right now. Blake, good afternoon, and tell me what you saw in that play, and tell me your your reaction. I think that what they were seeing was that the officials weren't paying attention to what that play was. There, I mean, there has to be some sort of way that they can fix this. The way I see it is, you can bring in a video official for a video review and see what the problems are. That way, you can see what play was happening and just get and find a way to figure out what was going on. So that way, the team could get them the first down then, and so that you don't have to be in those long situations. I I feel like that something has to be corrected if officials just would have cost it would have cost the officials' job because they really need to pay attention and see what the correct play was. Well, I mean, it might happen down the road, but I don't think it's going to happen right now. But I feel like there is some talks about it because um, the league has changed. The league could change in the next few years or so, and I think that the NFL could be headed in that kind of direction if that actually continues. Well, the NFL in overtime plays more differently than versus college because their overtimes go very quick versus college they play on. I think the NFL should make a change and do something about their overtime rules. Like what we saw what we saw on Sunday in the Saints Rams game where the Rams kicked a 57-yard field goal to win it. Well, I know, but I think they should play on after that, and I think and their next possession it should be a touchdown plus a 2 point conversion. Then you win the game. That's how the NFL as overtime should should be, and I think they should change that this off season. Like I said, I won't make my prediction yet, but that's a great but that's a great matchup. You're you're right, Blake. You got two quarterbacks. You got one who has played for only 3 seasons, and one who has played for almost 18 seasons with their head coach, and it's unbelievable. That's that's why we call this the game of football with the goat, the greatest quarterback of all time, which is why he's played so well at a high level and doing it 18 years later. It's unbelievable. I just can't wait. I just can't believe what he's doing right now with this kind of with this kind of athleticness that he has with him. It's just unreal. Yes, I think they're yeah, I think they're players. I well, the winner who determines it all was which is one of our favorites actually. Well, not all our favorites, but our favorites, the dodgeball round, where everyone goes back and forth and determines who wins it, and that's what I think. That's what makes this skills challenge really good. I don't think they did that this year, but what they did this year was they put the player or coach in and they put it in that and they try to dunk him in the water, and that's something new to them this year. I watched it last night and I think it's really exciting for the players, and they like fill up the water and put it in the bucket, and they throw the and then they throw the football into the button there, and then they just try to knock down the player or coach, and I think that's something new. They just like throw the football and hit the target and just they hit the target and they just try to knock the player or coach down into the water, and whoever knocks it down first wins. And that's how it works. Well, if you were teammates on together, we would do well. But if you're playing against me, that would be a different story. I think we could go. You know what? I think we can go up against my siblings. And I think we could have a great. And I think that we would have a good competition together. We could even go uh, against against them. That would be very fun. You too, Blake. Have a good weekend, and we will talk to you next week. Thank you. Bye.